It was the mid 90s. The console wars was on fire. The battle between Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. I played for Team Sega, brother. And it was all because of the blue blur Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog was the one that drew me to the Sega Genesis in the first place. Sonic 2 specifically. Seeing that blast processing, that 16-bit graphics, that grunge Sega Genesis sound that it had. Oh, it was so absolutely 100% 90s. And thinking about that brings the nostalgia of the 90s to me, brother. But one day in the mid 90s, while we were at the mall, back when malls were a thing, there was a store called KB Toys. You guys remember KB Toys? I absolutely love KB Toys. And there was a bin that was always there full of video games. And they're about $9.99. And my sister and I were going through it, and the store clerk comes by and says, "Hey, have you thought about, looking at Zombies Ate My Neighbors or even Rocket Knight Adventures?" And they were both on display, available to play right there at the store as samples to get us to experience this. And it was an epic, awesome moment because I had an opportunity to play something new at the store and actually try out two different games they had on display. It was pretty cool. So the debate was you only could get one. And so, do we go with Rocket Knight Adventures? Or do we go with Zombies Ate My Neighbors? Well, I didn't pick the Zombies Ate My Neighbors. We went with Rocket Knight Adventures. Why? Why did I pick Rocket Knight Adventures? Because the guy sold it to me as a Sonic game. That's why. And that's why Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Eventually, I would pick up Zombie Ate My Neighbors as a rental. And when I rented it, yeah, it was fun. But honestly, that's all it was. A rental. Never owned it. Didn't care to own it. It was just simply just one of those games you just rent. And, I'm good. But Rocket Knight Adventures? Oh, we played the heck out of that one. And today on the show, we are talking about Rocket Knight Adventures. Specifically from the Resparked game that just released. Because now I have the opportunity to relive my childhood moments with Rocket Knight Adventures. So, as per usual, get yourself up, everyone, sit back, relax, and let's deep dive into this game on why Rocket Knight Adventures is really a fantastic piece of work. Releasing in August of 1993, Rocket Knight Adventures, developed by Konami. You know it's going to be good if it's from Konami. For the Sega Genesis is a platformer game. The main character, Sparkster, who is a Rocket Knight possum, the kingdom is full of possums, wields a rocket pack and a sword that shoots out energy projectiles to stop the Devoid to Dos Empire. We're just going to call it the Pig Empire from this point forward because the name is ridiculous. An empire full of pigs that attempts to break the seal of a powerful starship known as the Pig Star. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem with this because, number one, let me get a beverage. I thought this was going to be a fantastic game, but now thinking about it as I'm recording this, the Pig Star is sealed away. The Pig Empire is trying to break that seal to get back what's theirs? Or did the possums decide to seal this away so that nobody else can get to it, not even the pigs, because the pigs were using it as a weapon of destruction, which that's why they're trying to break the seal so they could use it again and destroy the world. Going back to this Pig Star, not to be confused with the Death Star or even the Death Egg from Sonic the Hedgehog, is very much a space weapon.
What?
Yeah, this does scream Sonic the Hedgehog thinking about it because, one, the Rocket Knight is wearing blue armor. He jets off really fast. He does a spin attack. He fights a lot of robotical machines. And there's a Pig Star. Straight out of Sonic's playbook. That's why this game is awesome. Don't mind me right now because I'm going to read the story off of the show notes right now. And the story goes, the first king of Zephyrus, labeled as Zebulus in the internal manuals, Zebulus internally, had led his clan to defeating an evil empire who had constructed a starship known as the Pig Star, which had the power to destroy planets. That's why they sealed it away. I knew it was going to come and make sense again. Goodness, knowing the Pig Star would be sought by the evil, the king had magically sealed the starship and protected the key to the seal by having it guarded and passed by his royal family over generations. How long has this Pig Star been around? And forming an elite group of warriors known as the Rocket Knights to protect the kingdom. Around this time, an orphan named Sparkster was taken in by Mifune Sanjulo. Wow, where did they come up with these names? A friend of the king and current leader of the Rocket Knights, Sparkster was trained to become a Rocket Knight at an early age and would become the new leader of the Rocket Knights after banishing Axel Gear from Zephyrus, a corrupt Black Knight, for destroying Mifune. In the events of the game, the kingdom of Zephyrus is invaded by a tribe of pigs known as, I'm not even going to pronounce this name, the Pig Empire. Led by the Emperor Pig, because I am not even going to bother pronouncing his name, it's Devilgus Devoitidus, which is the Devoitidus Empire. We're just going to call him Emperor Pig of the Pig Empire from this point forward, who has come to search for the key of the seal of the Pig Star. Sparkster heads to Zephyrus Castle to find Axel Gear kidnapping Princess Sherry, who is one who knows the location of the key. Before Sparkster is able to catch Axel, Axel escapes into the large airship and blows Sparkster away to a nearby desert. Promoting Sparkster to chase Axel, Sparkster eventually reaches the kingdom of the Pig Empire and reaches the Pig Empire castle to confront the Pig Emperor. Sparkster frees Sherry while the Pig Emperor escapes into space with the seal key to reach the Pig Star. Sherry casts a spell on Sparkster's rocket pack to allow him to fly into space. Reaching the Pig Star, Sparkster confronts the Pig Emperor in a melee fight. The former destroys the Pig Emperor, who is revealed to be a robot this entire time. After a melee fight with Axel Gear, which results in his defeat, Sparkster eventually confronts the Pig Star's core, whom was the commanding force of the Pig Empire. AI, ladies and gentlemen. AI was running the Pig Empire the entire time. Rise of the Terminators, y'all. Here we go. Sparkster defeats the core, which triggers the chain reaction that leads to the destruction of the Pigstar. Sparkster escapes the crumbling fortress in a nearby escape pod. However, the Pigstar core continues to give chase, but then burns up in the atmosphere while Sparkster safely returns to the planet, to the kingdom with Sherry, and all is well again. I gotta tell you, that is quite the story when it comes to Rocket Knight Adventures. So the Emperor Pig was really a robot the entire time, but it was the Pigstar core that was controlling it all. So initially, because they sealed away the Pigstar and locked it away, but the core was still activated, still controlling the Pig Empire somehow because the Emperor was a machine the entire time. AI, it's here, y'all. They predicted this in 1993 with Rocket Knight Adventures. Let's get into the gameplay. Rocket Knight Adventures is a side-scrolling platform game where you play a heroic Rocket Knight, Possum Sparkster. He wields a sword, has a jetpack, with sword that just spews out projectile. He ricochets off of walls. He can go long distance with his jetpack. He can use that jetpack to smash through robotical enemies, defeat the pigs, and so forth. Use the D-pad to guide Sparkster to whichever direction you want to go with his jetpack, of course. Sparkster does have a health meter and hearts. You can replenish that with apples and bananas. It's like his favorite food, y'all. That's what replenishes it. Or you can find those delicious one-ups hanging around the trees. Find some of those in the first level. Rocket Knight Adventures has 7 stages to complete with multiple sections, some with mini-bosses, and of course the main boss fight at the end of the stage. You'll be fighting against numerous pig soldiers, robotical machines, and some massive ones that you can easily take down with well-timed attacks and with epic explosions. The explosions, man, it is insane in this game. It's definitely taking notes from Sonic the Hedgehog with the explosions on that part. Throughout the game, you'll encounter your rival Axel Gear, who is the Black Rogue Rocket Knight. He got banished because, man, he's evil, and he's working with the Pig Empire and captures the princess because he's secretly in love with the princess. You can't do that, bro. You can't just kidnap a princess because you're in love with her. Stop that. Bowser, I'm looking at you. You'll give chase at first as he pilots the giant pig battleship from stages 1 through 4, where he abandons the pig battleship to the Pig's Empire City. There's a lot of pigs thrown around in this thing. There you'll battle Axel Gear and a stage boss in a mech battle. That's right. You get to drive a pig mech against another Rocket Knight Possum in a pig mech. And you just battle it out like rock and sock and robots. It's a great boss fight. It really is. And you'll continue to give chase through outer space into the Pigstar, where you'll have that final epic final battle with him, and it's defeated. But don't worry, Axel Gear returns in Sparkster and Sparkster Rocket Knight Adventures 2. That's right, there's 2 Sparkster games. They're both separate, different stories. They follow after Rocket Knight Adventures. One is not considered canon, one is. It's a mess. We'll dive into that another time. Graphically, graphically, the Sega Genesis really puts out some great graphics with this game. It is beautiful. The colors, the design, Sparkster's animations, it's all fantastic throughout the game. Just the scenery itself and just gorgeous. The whole thing is gorgeous. But let's talk about the music to this game. This has got to be the best soundtrack I have ever heard in a video game. I mean, there's a lot of great soundtracks in video games. Sonic the Hedgehog has great soundtracks, but Rocket Knight Adventures, oh, the soundtrack. Here's a little sample. I love the boss music in this game. Here we go. You ready for it? You ready? Here we go. Here's a sample. There you go. Sample of that music right there. That is like fantastic. It's not one of those short tunes. It's a full freaking song, y'all. That's just how great this game is. Rocket Knight Adventures does give you various play styles of just basic platforming, soaring through space, soaring through the skies at times, just slicing down enemies, taking them out with your rocket pack, and so much more. Each boss has a unique boss. The first one is a spider, there's a train, there's a giant robot fish, to battling the captain of the pig air battleship, to mech fighting with Axel Gear, to fighting a battleship in outer space, to the Emperor himself, who reveals to be a robot. Then you fight the robot version, and then you fight the core. You battle Axel Gear in one-on-one combat. It's just all fantastic throughout the entire game. Rocket Knight Adventures, I highly recommend it. It has been re-released for the Nintendo Switch in the Respark pack. You can also pick it up on PlayStation and Steam. I don't believe it's on Xbox. Sorry, guys. You don't get it on Xbox, apparently. Because last I checked, it's not on Xbox. If it is, well, I apologize in advance. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there and take care. I want some bacon now.